Hey, what's going on? A quick little video here for you today. The video marathon continues, blasting you with the 48th birthday bash sale, lifetime of work. You get everything I've ever produced in the last 10 years with my partner Ricky Breslin on my website, regenerateyourlife.org. In other words, you get a full tuition to my online school for only 97 bucks. Do not miss it, because this will be the last time I do it at this price, because it's absolutely ridiculous to give away like over $2,000 worth of educational materials for only 97 bucks. But we're gonna do this one more time, and so check that out right now. Thank you very much. By the way, someone was like, do you have a book? She said, I just ordered the program, do you have a book? Yes, the recipe book and the 30-Day Living Foods Transformational Program, which is a protocol, everything. You get everything I've ever produced in the last 10 years, so do not miss it, because it's a really good deal. And I love raw living foods, and I want you to have the power, because I was talking to everybody this morning. I don't know what happened. I was at yoga, and at the end, this girl started asking me questions, and everybody was crowding around, and it turned into one of those life regenerator kind of like preacher things, and everyone was asking questions, and it was obvious that people knew that I was a fountain of knowledge. And I've shared on the YouTube, and it's just awesome because there's so many different variables to a person, and I'm willing to share most of the stuff, that I do, which is green juice today. Should have mentioned that, but forgot to do that. So we're about 2 minutes in, but green juice today, and a lot of people kind of click off if I don't mention in the beginning, what in the heck are you talking about today? But hopefully the title said something. Anyways, I never really did get the social media thing down, but I'll tell you what, I have mastered this in real life, the raw living foods and the lifestyle, which basically what that means is that you wake up in the morning at 4 and you do positive things all day long that are beneficial to life. And then you go to sleep early, which is also beneficial to life for living organisms. And then you wake up and you do that again. Something's shaking. Anyhow, that was a long intro. So let me just make this juice here. It's one of my favorite classics. I'm going to keep the video marathon going. In fact, just chill out, DTM. You don't need to hurry. The people that really matter will chill out. I get all into this thing with the shorter attention spans and stuff. And I think I've talked for 3 minutes and haven't given any content, but the energy is the content, It's the energy. It's the silent transmission of energy. It's not the linear data. That does draw a lot of the consciousness in, because people do, for most of our lives, we look for linear data that can improve our lot in life, or at least we think can improve our lot in life. And then there's this quantum jump into another realm beyond the technology and beyond the linear, into the essence. It's basically the answer to all of your problems. But it's not so much of an outward. There are wonderful things to learn outwards, and that can create great benefit and add skill to your repertoire. But the greatest guru is within you. And I just want to continue to point that out, because eventually the wellspring of life will just pour forth, and everything basically just comes a homogeneous, synchronized perfection, and it just guides you and it talks to you. It's pretty amazing. The meditation has been very key in this particular experience to develop maybe some of the neurons and pathways that weren't developed in school because of the ADD, which is the immunoexcitotoxicity. But I'm going to divert, because that's a subject that will get my ass kicked off the tube, and I'm still in the red zone, so I'm being a very good boy. I want to do this video marathon to honor my partner Ricky Breslin, and when we have a sale, it's like the only reason I ever really get up here and do this. Why that is, I don't know, but basically it's kind of like you get to a point where you don't need attention anymore. You don't need anyone's approval, and the quiet simplicity of life that comes as you mature just predominates And when you're younger and you do the internet and you do the social media, you want to be seen and you want to get attention, and you get into that dopamine attention on Instagram. I don't get that from Instagram anymore. Of course, I suck on Instagram, and I haven't really put up any pictures of my body lately. But that's kind of one of the main things with the pretty girls and the other people, and they have they're great. Now I'm just rambling on. Okay. So that's just what I do. I just put the camera on and I hang out, you know? And I could have maybe learned another way, but this was the way that was comfortable. And then when I was trying to use the left brain linear logic of cramming a whole bunch of information to a small amount of time, I would get stressed out. And then I realized that it's like, hit the button. Hey, it's Dan McDonald. I might even have a 6-minute introduction before I even get started on the juice. If that's not your style, then you and I aren't really going to be able to, hang out. But it's a transmission of energy. If you get the feel for it, you see what I'm saying? It's just you're hanging out in an energy field that I think is pretty good. This morning at yoga with the talking, and one of my friends there that works there at the front desk is like, Dan, you have such great energy. So it's a good energy vibe, which is rare, I think. I don't run into this kind of energy vibe very often, but when I do, I recognize it. People that are just here to do good and be good and to grow and evolve and to be kind and to not get stuck into little minuscule linear religious kind of concepts, and just break out into the openness of love and acceptance of all the various levels and all the different belief systems and all the different opinions. Because you really can get to a point where you understand the homogeneous oneness of it all. And then you can just become humbled, because you don't really know that much. Sometimes you think you know, but you really don't know. The one good thing to know is to know yourself, though. And that is where the meditation or any kind of even athletic pursuits that are done in isolation, running, yoga, anything that builds awareness, Tai Chi, breathing exercises. What works really the best for me is the seated meditation, where you just sit there and you dive inward and you look towards the source. You're trying to find, like, where does that I thought begin? Like, this is the top level stuff here. I didn't know that was going to come through on a green juice recipe, but where does the I thought begin? And if you can turn the gaze from the external, how can I get more stuff? How can I, clinging to the outside, and you stop that and you turn it inward and you start looking, where does that I thought begin? I am a man. I am a woman. I am an American. I am a raw foodist, which I'm not a big fan of any of the I ams. In fact, I find I am to be redundant. It's more like I, but even that at some point has to disappear into the silent ocean of the divine source, lightless light energy. So it's all good, basically. That's what that means. It's all good. It's absolutely perfect and brilliant. And so that's my little introduction there for today. And I'll do some shorter ones. I got it planned. I got it planned. Today, I guess I just feel like I wanted to connect. I feel really well. I feel grounded. I feel healthy. I feel grateful. I feel energized. Not in the sense of like, hey, my life is perfect. It kind of is. Or there's not any stress or anything like that. But I mean, I'm just trying to say that as you mature, you can actually get better and have more energy and less drama in many, many different ways. And the fluidity of the energy flow can be consistent. Then you don't need coffee or drugs or anything. I'm not saying I missed sleep yesterday. So I was like, I made it through the day. But when I missed sleep, and I don't know what it was, I had a huge day. I talked to hella friends, we launched the sale, bought a new car, made a new friend, it was just like, I was just buzzing like crazy. and I just went to go to sleep. And I'm also trying to eat lighter at night, because what happens is I just juice all day, and then I eat one fatty protein meal at night. And it does work well. I realize it works well because then I sleep really well, get up, and then I burn that off throughout the next day. Then I got my carb, my fat, my protein. And I get carbs, fats, and protein in the juice too, you know, but the real big meal with the salad and the paradigm and a couple avocados, hemp seeds, almonds, you know, it usually comes at night. And I wanted to see if I could lighten it up a bit. So I had that busy day, and then I wanted to lighten it up. So I had a really light salad with just super low fat. And then I was just up. And then I was up, and then I think I slept for like a couple hours and then pop, like up at 2 o'clock in the morning again, the same fire that I went to sleep with. So the fire's there, but sometimes it's burning too hot, and I just didn't get any sleep. So I'm just rambling on now, but I'm gonna keep this video because I'm just gonna keep all the videos, and I don't care. The rebounding one might have been crazy with me singing. I did not watch it or anything. I'm just blasting straight ahead on this 48th birthday bash sale video marathon. I guess it's going well. I haven't heard from Ricky today, but I want to continue to just do a good job. There's a whole team of people. So once again, I'm the front guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the front guy for Paradigm. I'm the front guy for RegenerateYourLife.org and all the teams of people behind that. So that's fine with me. I'm a soldier. I'm strong. I love myself. And I just send out love. And then if anything comes back that isn't that, I just forgive. I let go. And it's cool. So this is a 12-minute introduction. Now we're going to go around and make some green juice, Dan McDonald, Life Rejuvenator. And I'll make some shorter videos as the week progresses. I want to do some snappers. I can do it, man. Hey, it's Dan McDonald. You better eat your vegetables, dummy. All right, subscribe to these videos. See you later. Don't call them dummy, Dan. No, I'm telling you, man, people don't eat that well. They're trying to wake up. They're trying to get cleaned up. High vibration. See what I'm saying? And it's a whole lifestyle, you know? It's not just the food trip, but it's the whole lifestyle. It's the wheel. Once you got all the spokes on the wheel at the same equal balance, which that might take a long time to learn, then pretty soon you're like, you give up all the drinking and the drugging and everything. And you just get on that spiritual path, basically. Consistency, you know, and that inward journey of, you know, focusing on where does the I thought begin, turning the gaze inward and continually moving deeper and deeper into the source, or the beloved. And then you begin to fall in love with what I call God, which is your own heart, which is the core of your being. So, you know what I'm saying? Like the kingdom of heaven really is within you. And I just really love the spiritual teachers, and I love the truth, and the truth sets us free. And then all the falsehood of society and whatnot, and even the illusion of the whole world, you know, that we get stuck in when we get stuck in those perceptions, as opposed to being able to perceive the essence underlying all of the manifestations. So you can begin to see the heart, or the core that is yourself, in and as everything else. And then you just forgive everyone, even if people hate you, or they're mad at you, or you're not understood by the world. It's okay to be an alien. It really is okay to be an alien and to not be understood. In fact, if you're not crazy in this world, then something is definitely wrong with you, because, you know, it's the falsehood and it's the deception of ignorance, and a lot of it's called like the devil. I mean, because it's like abject evil, but they're just unaware. That's all it is. They think they're getting away with it, but they're not, and you can't. And there will be debts to pay. You never get a. Ooh, that was a blow up. What's going on here? But yeah, you never get away with it. Any kind of evil anything, even desires, you know, you have to pay the debt. You will never be able to join the source as long as you continue to identify with the externals and, you know, negate the awareness of the divine connection within as the source. So basically, you are the ocean of bliss. And even the pain that goes along with the body and this human life can be an opportunity to experience bliss if you continue to pay attention and if you continue to stay awake through the pain. So that's why I think life gets better and better, because you stop avoiding the pain and you just dive right into it. Then you go into it, you know, in your healing journey, or any of the things that might come up in your life that are unpleasant. Instead of distracting, you really make it a habit of actually diving into the unpleasant fully. You're like, oh, today sucks. Let's just go, like, I'm irritated, aggravated. Let's go sit down, you know, in nature or on your meditation cushion or lay in your bed. Let's just go lay down, sit down, and just explore this. Let's explore this irritation. Let's feel it. Let's pray for more irritation. Dear God, self, let me really feel the depth of this aggravation. Let's go deeper. Let me feel even more aggravated. And then what you'll see is it's like, hey, that's a trick, isn't it? The universe is like, so this isn't bothering you? No, I'm happy. Bring it all. And then it just, you know, then you no longer are at its mercy. You are the master. You are the charioteer. It's some sage advice for those of you who hung out this long, to practice that, to stop, because we all do it. Just one big long distraction is what it is, you know, to avoid the unpleasant. Pretty soon you realize the pleasant and the unpleasant are just two different sides to the same coin, and you, my friend, are the coin. So be the coin of the divine consciousness within as the dualities of this universe play themselves out. And then you just become pure awareness. You become the ocean of bliss. And you're happy. A lasting happiness that isn't so easily shaken. And to walk down the way, the path, to perfect that happiness, to where it is unshakable and unbreakable, because you have realized once and for all your true nature, the unshakable, unbreakable essence of your being. The kingdom of heaven within you right now. You know? I got a video coming soon where we're going to talk about that. Maybe not in depth, just super simple. Shorter video than this probably. There we go. So I forgot to tell you, there has to be cucumbers, celery, sorry, 20 minutes later. Cucumbers, celery, dill, cilantro, lemon. And I know that probably some people would be like, why don't you tell us the benefits of the vegetables, you know? But I just get up here and it happens. In fact, yeah, it's all divinely inspired. So somebody somewhere needed to hear what I had to say today, so I just do what I do. I'm just, basically, here's the thing about this whole internet thing. I am basically a robot. Okay, I am in the matrix, but I am not of the matrix, okay? And so I'm just like a robot, and I just do what I know works, and then I pay my rent, and all is well. It's good enough, stoked. Could go beyond that, but I'm not really going for any material possessions because they're so heavy. You got to schlep them all around and worry about it and insure it and fix it and oil it up and drag it around with you if you're the type of soul that moves about every year or two, you know what I mean? That's basically my thing. About every year or two, this meat suit moves to another place. It's going to be moving again soon. So This is the green juice, baby. This is the green juice. This is real good. And of course, that's a real good base. You could just go off. You could throw some garlic in there if you wanted, a jalapeno. You could throw some kale in there, parsley. You could throw an apple. The dill is really good to dissolve mucus in the lungs and the lymphatic system, as a matter of fact. There's some oils in there that kind of soften up hardened masses. Obviously, the cilantro is good for the heavy metals and all the other stuff that's going on, which we cannot mention. But it's like God and Satan playing tic-tac-toe in the sky. So use your imagination. The cilantro is good for that. And just the greenness of it all. People kind of stink, basically, because their colon, they eat the regular foods of society, the industrialized, processed, chemicalized, denatured, highly heated fats and oils. And then they have rancidification, putrefaction, and fermentation. And these green juices can help to neutralize a lot of those odors and gases and start to dissolve some of those biofilms. I'm going to have to do a dissolve mucus and biofilms video. That's the only one that ever gets any video views. But I'm going to do some classes and stuff. I'm going to do some long ones, some short ones, and just continue to have fun. And anytime that I get a chance to make a video throughout the day, I'm going to do that and keep blasting you with the video marathon. Thank you for your support. So I'm going to plug it again one more time. If you haven't picked up the $97 full tuition, go get that right now. There's a link right down below this video. Everybody, thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your love. I'll be answering some of these questions here real soon, but today I just kind of wanted to flow, and we did that. I really hope you're blessed, man. I could say more and more, but it's just an awesome, perfect epicness. And that's what you are already. You don't even have to do anything except just let go of everything that you're not, and then be as you are, because it's already there, the divine treasure, the holy light. You already are it. It's freely given. There's nothing you can do to earn it. All you got to do is let go of the concepts that are not true, and then avoid, sort of clinging to any concepts that you think are true, because there aren't any. There's just one flow of divinity, and it is beyond the mind and beyond the body. Can you dig it? Amen, brothers and sisters. God bless.